Hey there, and welcome back to Slay the Spire 2. Alright, so I'm trying to get to the first combat faster. It's interesting, I can tell that a lot of folks hit my video series on Slay the Spire 2 from the algorithm, which is great. But a lot of comments from those videos suggest that people are upset about my intros being long. I'm not going to get into that. I think that in general, I've tested this on multiple occasions. The channel does better if I keep the intros, because apparently the only reason you would watch these videos is if you cared about me talking. Otherwise, you would not watch this channel at all. So, having tested that and knowing that to be true, I'm not going to be making any sweeping changes. That said, still trying to move a little quicker. I recognize that time to first combat is actually longer in this video or in this series because there's all of the planning for the map and the initial blessing that happens up front as well. I'm not snap clicking those things, I'm decision making at that point. It's more decision making than is required at something like Monster Train, where you are able to make that choice very rapidly because there's only a couple decisions at that point, right? And you don't even really have to, in Monster Train 2, look ahead that far. You just need to understand how the map generation works, and you can sort of plan around the expectation of things. So I'm not even doing that much map planning in Monster Train 2 as compared to like Monster Train 1, for instance. Kind of an interesting realization. Slay the Spire 2, however, has tons of map planning. You need to be doing that right away, otherwise what are you doing? You're going to lose. Right? You're making mistakes immediately if you're not doing that. So something I guess you just kind of have to get used to. I do have a jump point in the timeline for the video. You can just skip this whole intro if you don't feel like listening to me. Totally fine. I'm not offended. Don't worry about it. What I do want to talk about though is that today is the first recording I'm doing where the beta patch has been pushed live. It's a very contentious patch. I've been reading through a little bit of it. There's a lot of stuff here. I'm not going to go into it in huge detail. There's been some swings on cards. Some are much better, some are much worse. I think that it's a mixed bag if I were to give it a description myself. I don't think it's not like a universal win, but also things like the Doormaker have made it in as well. They've also diluted Niao's relics, the starting blessings, which is good and bad, right? Like diversity is good, but a lot of the choices are not great. So you're more likely to hit worse. They've also changed, where is it? It's on here somewhere. Ascension 6. This is, how should I say this? This is the big impact. I think that obviously this doesn't hit this channel yet because I'm only recording when I'm advancing, and I'm only advancing by rotating, so I'm much lower on the totem pole than a lot of folks. Not even at Ascension 6 yet, but I watch and or understand enough. I think I can reasonably say that this is like with less rest sites is what it used to be. Now it is removing cards from the deck at merchants is more expensive. I do think that's significantly more impactful. I will hit difficulty much more. And with the door master combat, or the door maker combat, that has changed rather. In general, I think that this is trending more towards what I would expect from Slay the Spire's, I almost said Monster Train, from Slay the Spire's difficulty. I firmly believe that this game will be getting a lot harder during early access, especially when the final encounter, the final fight begins. Like when you be able to challenge the architect, and they have confirmed that that is coming at the end of early access. Presumably that will be the transition point into 1.0, would be my suspicion. They haven't said explicitly that, but based on what they've said their roadmap is, having that at the very end, they've essentially implied that that will be last. So with all that said, I think this game is poised to get a lot harder, and that'll bring it closer to Slay the Spire 1, but I think will alienate a lot of the players who have gotten familiar with how easy the game feels at the beginning of early access. You're already seeing it in the reviews as well, which is kind of interesting. So we'll see how things pan out. You know, I think that there's a lot of ways they could approach this. I do think that in the end, it will get much tougher before it gets easier, is sort of the way I would expect it. It's the mega crit tradition, in my opinion. You saw it in Slay the Spire 1, you'll almost certainly see it here. You've already seen it thus far with the beta patches and the releases. So, Interesting stuff. Anyway, I guess we're dealing with all of this. I don't have it all memorized, and we'll sort of just deal with it when we deal with it, is the way I see it. But rock on. All right, so today we are advancing on A2 Regent, so moving forward there. Sounds good. Regent is an interesting character. I enjoy it a lot, but it's weird. I don't like the dual resources. I don't know. I enjoy the character, but at the same time, I sort of feel like it's one of my least. Actually, I think it is my least favorite character. It just doesn't have the pizzazz or the impact of some of the others, but all good. Still a lot of fun, so we'll go ahead and get into it. So yeah, as always, do like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. I'll say the words, do the things. I have a Discord server if you're interested. It's on the main page. You can chat with me, chat with other folks in the community. All good either way. So yeah, let's go ahead and click the button and get into it. 6 minutes is probably a record for me here, so I'm happy about that. All right, hope you're all doing well today. Yeah, I'm doing all right. Let's see, we're at Niao. We have Overgrowth as our Act 1, Ceremonial Beast as our boss. All right, nothing too crazy off the top. Our opening, so we have a lot of these new ones. I was mentioning this before, we have new Niao relics. We've already seen 2 of them. You may ignore paths when choosing the next rooms to travel to 3 times. The way this is worded, this is different than Winged Boots in the first game. In the first game, you got to choose when to use this. I don't know if that's the case here. It says you may. So maybe if I just follow a path, it doesn't use a charge. But also, I don't know what that could also be implying that it simply always uses a charge, and you may choose to choose a different path and just gonna go somewhere else. So it depends. If this is something you can stash for later, that's interesting. If this is something that you must use right away, it is far less interesting. Winged boots are strong, but I also think you need more oomph from your starting relic. Something like Silver Crucible is the power level you're really looking for, right? Meanwhile, it's like Hefty Tablet, choose one of 3 rare cards to add to your deck, add 1 injury. No way. An injury is a huge, huge cost for this. This is too much, right? Just simply too much. I think it has to be lead paperweight here. I just don't see how you get enough value from the other things. At least the colorless cards is the colorless card is, I don't know, it does something immediately. The bummer. I feel like the power level of this Niao's Blessing is significantly lower than some of my other runs, which is, I don't like. Not a big fan. All right, let's think about, before I choose things, let's think about what we're doing. I do not think I'm going to have the cash for an early shot. There's nothing here that would incentivize going to one. Let's see. So I'm kind of leaning towards, I want to avoid taking too many combats too early, but I do want to power up. So I'm leaning towards a sort of this path down the middle. You see 2 combats, 2 events. I think events are pretty strong. I am a fan of this choice in the middle here, whether I want to go to Fire or Elite. They have another one, Fire or Elite, here. Interesting. If you're really strong, you can go into, and probably the right path, into Elite Fire, Combat Elite. That's like a really strong line, like power moves. But more likely, you're going to take the fire back at the middle of this thing and do a double fire into an elite, is sort of my suspicion, right? Double fire into elite and then out. So which one of these we take, we'll have to see based on how strong we are at that point. There's also another out with double events and a shop. If I somehow earn a lot of cash, I could see some benefit from going that way. So we'll see, I suppose. I do think this must be lead paperweight. I just don't see how rare card choice is ever worth an injury here. That's such a huge cost. It locks down my first removal, and I'm going to be stuck with that for ages. So I'm going to take the lead paperweight. Panache or production? These are interesting. Production generates energy, and I can upgrade it to generate more. It's not bad, right? Doesn't do as much. Can I actually proc Panache here at all? Not currently, except the turn that I play it, but I can lean into Panache a little bit, right? I think this is a powerful enough pickup that we can play around it. I'll take Panache. Yeah, all right, sure. Let's go in, continue on. All right, 10 minutes the first combat. We're doing our best, okay? Panache here, Venerate, Strike. I cannot hit the... I can't get the number, right? So we'll do our best. Let's see. I can strike, falling stars, completely block this. Seems good. Could have done that in a different order. I'm a dingus. You're right. 100% misplay. Should be lethal here and am not as a result of my punishments. Whoops. Let's see. Venerate here. Moving too fast already and it's combat 1. That's fine. We'll accept this punishment. We'll get out. Fine. Alright, looking for ways that I can... Hitting stars is strong. A lot of uncommons here. Interesting. Royal Gamble. I need 5 stars and I gain 9 stars. It's an interesting kind of do-nothing card a little bit, but strong when you need it if you have the payment. Resonance is a decent play. I can generate strength early, which I like. But I think I need to do damage. I think it just has to be Guiding Stars here, right? It's 1 for 12. I think it has to be. Sure. Alright. Choose 1 starter card to transform into Peck. Okay, I mean, I like this because it's fine. We could enchant a card with Slither, which randomizes it, or I can choose 1 starter card to transform into Toric Toughness. Toric Toughness is a pretty good block card, right? Heck is fine. I'm going to Toric Toughness this. I feel like that is decent. Good enough, right? It's a little slow initially, but it is strong later. I think it upgrades well, too. Alright, we'll do that. I will turn, a block into it, I think? I don't think I can give up damage here. Sure, we'll turn a defend into a Toric Toughness. That seems like an improvement. Alright. It's Nibbit. Alright. I think this is just Toric Toughness on a strike, and then we get beamed here for 7. There's not much I can do about that on this turn. Okay, let's see. We then Venerate into Guiding Stars. I think that is correct. I can Falling Stars him here. Alright, we're out. Do a little bit of damage. Seems good. He is buffing here. So we're going to just stab him to the best of our ability, I think. And then we stab him again. I can generate Venerate. I can get out. I was like, how do I escape this combat? We can do it. All right, cool. Guiding Stars again. I don't know. I don't have enough star generation, sort of the problem. Whenever you create a card, gain 3 block, Pillar of Creation, or Photon Cut. I take Photon Cut here every time. I just need to do damage, I guess. This is acceptable. It's not great, but it's fine. Definitely don't feel very strong. We're also taking a lot of damage so far, which is, let's be clear, suboptimal. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and Proton Cut here. And we're going to put Guiding Stars back. I'm going to put Falling Star back, actually. And then, I think I'm just going to stab him for a big hit here, right? It's fine. Yeah, doesn't actually matter. I just needed to do more damage than 0. I'll play Panache, Toric Toughness, Venerate, decent turn. This has some carryover block. We're happy about that. Defend up to here. We'll Guiding Stars. Well, I can actually full block this. Do I care? I think I need to stab him. I think I take 1 here and stab him. Probably correct. Let's see, Toric Toughness. I actually, again, can do Toric Toughness. I had lethal, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Well, I take 1 damage because I'm an idiot. It's fine. Alright, where are we at? Okay, moving on. We get the Star Potion. That's pretty decent. Convergence. Crash Landing. This is an interesting card because it's like not bad here, right? This is pretty strong into Act 1, but filling your hand with debris is really bad. Unless you have a full hand anyway and this only adds one debris, right? Convergence is a very unimpressive card, but I guess it's okay. I will take it because it can potentially fuel panache, and it is stars, and it does retain. I guess it does some stuff. All right, I don't know. This doesn't feel good already. We're probably not strong enough to fight this elite. I'll tell you that much. Immediately already on combat number... What's combat number 3? All right, fair enough. It's like I can't play Convergence here, right? This just isn't correct. I guess I could. That's tough. That's tough. This guy is just walloping me. Bummer. Okay. We'll panache first here. I'm almost full blocking this. I think I can Falling Star into Guiding Star here, which is pretty cool. Then I can stab. The next card I play is going to trigger Panache Incredible. So I can do 9 here. Panache deals 10. I'm actually out. Incredible. We love to see it. Another Convergence, I think, is not it. This is not a card I want that many of. I'll take a Solar Strike, though. It does damage and it adds stars. Sure. It's something. I think we have to go play a chill here. I will die if I go into these elites. I am not strong right now. Panache is hard to trigger. I need to get stronger, like, right away. Photon Cut Plus is pretty good. Getting an extra card draw. It could be Convergences that do nothing a bit. I think it's going to be... Let's see. One of these... I think it's actually Photon Cut. We do more damage. We draw 2. Reasonable. Solar Strike Plus is actually pretty good, too. Better than upgrading Venerate in any case. At least it does 1 more damage, which is more than what Venerate does. I wish stars weren't so costly. It's such a weird character. I'm not a fan. I'm going to go Solar Strike Plus. I think this is a... It's not a big power-up, though. I'll do Photon Cut Plus here. Do I need a rest? No, I think we're actually just going to go into double sleeping here. We're going to go left and chill. Okay, this guy is vibing. All right, we stab him, I think. I think this is as simple as Torque, Toughness, Falling Star, stab. Generate some block for the future turns, which is good. It means I only need to put up 1 defend to full block this. We push past. I'll drop a strike, I think. I'm going to go ahead and panache into Venerate here. Okay, we're generating at least some block, holding it over. 11 coming in. I'm going to hit the Guiding Stars here. That's just correct, I believe. I think this is Solar Strike into Defend, and we should have Lethal coming up if I draw 2 strikes. Alright, no, Photon Cut does it. Good. Alright, what do we get? Refined Blade, Glow. Glow is okay. Draw 1, next turn, draw 1. I don't know. This is a tricky card. This is like... If this were 0 cost, it would cook. But at 1 cost, it's like... I don't know. Am I ever paying this out of my 3 minimum energy? It just doesn't feel like an investment I want to make, right? I already have more impactful star generators right now. Convergence, Solar Strike. I feel okay about that. Refined Blade, I could have a Big Sword. Is Big Sword good? I need direction, and just random stars is not direction. So I think I'll take a Refined Blade. Will I? I don't actually know if that's that helpful. But I do think I need something here. Alright, I'll take this. Am I taking the Swift Potion? It's a good question. I think my current potions are probably stronger. The Weak Potion is good. Star Potion is immediate value. Fire Potion. Yeah, I think we're good. We're avoiding elites, which is a bad place to be in. I do not feel strong. I have another fire coming up. We're gonna fight one elite. I guess there's an out if I feel that weak, but I do feel weak right now, but at least I can do something. Okay. How in the world do I actually beat Ceremonial Beast here? Because this looks rough. Panache is not impacting enough. I haven't been able to draft into big solutions here. Convergence, I wish this gained 2 energy, not 1. Guiding Star, Refined Blade. No, I don't think so. I think this has to be Solar Strike. I need to generate more impact. I think it is Solar Strike Plus. I need more stars here. Okay, we're going left for sure. See what's in this chest. Ice cream. Okay. I mean, this can generate bigger turns. I do think this is fire again here. I don't have a lot of cash. Okay, I think I have to rest at this one if I'm fighting an elite. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Bummer, but fair enough. We're fighting 4th combat. We get little Fogmog buddy. Let's see. Panache I should put out. This guy's summoning little dudes. Let's draw first with Guiding Stars, see what we hit. Solar Strike is correct here. We just stab this guy a bunch. Those are good. Alright, fair enough. Summons a little man. Hate to see it. I'm going to do Falling Stars here. We'll put up a defend and then double strike him. Pretty okay. I could be out here. I think I'm going to need these potions for this elite, though, so let's not spend it. Fire potion is on the books. It's hard to say, right? It's hard to know. Tell me I can do damage. What am I putting on top of my deck? Convergence, get out. I'm 1 damage away. Is that real? It is real. It is indeed real. 1 damage off. Problem with Refined Blade is it's a 3 energy solution. I wonder if I could have had... Would that have been lethal 19 on him? No. No, he had 20 life. Right. I was like, he had 20 life and I did the 13 with 1. Yeah, I was hoping to draw into something like double strikes here, but did not. Or something else like Guiding Star would have done it with Venerate on him in hand. Alright. I will... I don't have an answer for this, right? I mean, I have the Fire Potion. I'm just debating whether the Fire Potion is correct. I think I will take 4 and save the potion, right? Fine. Okay. Let me just strike out of this and we're okay. Alright, fine. Particle Wall. Gain 9 block, return this card to your hand. Monologue, whenever you play a card this turn, gain 1 strength this turn. It's interesting because this could be good with Panache, but it's not a lot, right? 1 strength is pretty low. You'd have to play a lot of cards for this to provide enough impact to feel like it means anything. Kingly Punch. Whenever you draw this card, increase its damage by 4 this combat. So it starts as a 12 damage, right? The upgrade's pretty good. It goes to immediately 16. This could potentially be the answer I need. Particle Wall is good, though. I have decent enough star generation at the moment. Could have more. It's pretty decent, actually, right? My main problem I'm dealing with is I need to do more damage, and I don't do enough damage. Like, I don't see how in any world where I actually beat this boss right now on damage alone. I think I'm going to take Kingly Punch here. I think so. I need something that does damage, and unfortunately that is it. I can transform a card, or I can upgrade a card. Interesting. There's a lot of trash in his card pool, or cards that are good only with certain conditions because of his secondary resource. Like, for instance, if I transform a card into something that costs a whole bunch of stars, it's not a bad card, right? But it needs the stars to work, and I might not have the stars. So I think there's a lot of risk in the transform, whereas I think an upgrade is pretty good here. We can just immediately upgrade Kingly Punch, and that is a solid pickup. Very cool. Okay, I think we can... I'm going to fight the normal combat first here. Maybe I get something that powers me up for the elite. That's a tough turn one. I am probably going to have to hit this guy first, right? Okay. I think I'm probably going to have to fire potion this guy out in order to avoid taking too much damage here. Then we will Toric Toughness to block. It's something. Panache. Let's draw first. We'll put away, what, the Venerate here, I think. We'll put up one defend and I'll Solar Strike him. Okay. Alright, Frail is out, but I should have... Yeah, okay. We're pretty strong, right? Interestingly, I could use Photon Cut on Kingly Punch and then redraw it next turn. I don't need to do that here, but it's an interesting consideration. We do get an Explosive Potion. That's a good pickup. I will 100% take Orbit, 110% take Orbit. This is an Energy Relic. This potentially answers how do I play Panache. It is clutch. Alright, my one elite. Great. My one elite is terrifying. We're going to put Orbit into play, and I'm just going to hope for the best. We stab him here, I guess. Your journey ends here. You know what, brother? You're probably right. It probably does. Let's hit him with Falling Stars into Kingly Punch. Good hit. Convergence, I'm retaining here. Okay. Shall we begin? And now I get absolutely pummeled, right? We hate to see it. I think this has to be just hit him with the weak potion, right? There's just no way this isn't correct. This guy is going to absolutely body me. I have to do a bazillion D damage to him. Cool. This is what I was fearing from all of this. So we'll draw two, see what we hit. Get to put one back. What do I want to draw next turn? Great question. I would like a big turn, so I think I'm going to put back... I don't know. We'll put back Refined Blade here so I can play the Panache. Hit him with the Solar Strike. Now I can hit him with the Guiding Stars. Right? Really good turn. I can double defend here, which at least does something useful. I get the Orbit, power play, right? Orbit, huge value. I can double strike here. I think I'm going to need the Venerate in play, so we'll do that. That hits him with the Panache. Incredible. I'm going to hit him with the Refined Blade. Yes, we take 7 here, but I might actually have lethal here, which is pretty crazy, right? We get Falling Star on Sovereign Blade and we're out. Honestly, huge. The first time you play a power, each combat gains 7 block. It's fine, right? It's fine. I don't know, you compare this to something like Orichalcum, which is a much more efficient block. Obviously that falls off in the late game, but it's very good in the early game. Permafrost is like, okay. I don't think it's incredible, but I don't think it's bad. Which is fine. It's probably a fine place for most relics to be. We'll take it. Let's see, what do we get? Glow again. Knockout blow. Deal 30 damage. If this kills an enemy, gain 5 stars. That's kind of fun. Shining Strike. Deal 8 damage. Gain stars. Put this card on top of your draw pile. This is a tough card, right? Because I don't want to draw this that many times. It hurts everything else about my run, right? It's not beneficial. Knockout blow is cool, right? High power play, potentially a lot of stars. This doesn't help me as much as I want to into Ceremonial Beast, but it does help me into Act 2, which is relevant. Alternatively, we can take Glow. Glow's like, good. It's fine. I've talked about this already. What do I take? Knockout Blow might be what I want here. It'll be the last offensive card I take for a while, unless I see something that really gives me powerful direction. I think I'll grab it. Alright, we'll move on. I took damage. Do I have to rest here? Man, I kind of feel like I need to rest here. We're going to get bodied, right? I do think I'm going to get bodied here. I feel a lot stronger, though. I'll tell you what, being able to play Orbit with 1 energy is pretty clutch. 1 energy Orbit is very strong here. Is 39 health enough to get me through this? Man, I think I might need this Orbit Plus. I have to play Orbit when I see it is the thing. This card is way good for my run. Just so good. It is the Panache enabler. It is the run enabler. I can play my more expensive cards. It's essentially a pseudo energy relic. I mean, it basically is, right? And it also, Ice Cream is conserving any excess energy I generate between turns, which is very efficient. All right, I'm going to gamble on this. I have 2 potions. I think we might be okay. All right, bud. I get a free turn here. I'm going to hit him with the Photon Cut. I'm going to put Kingly Punch back so that I can draw it again. Hit him with the Panache. Hit it with the Guiding Star here, which does give me Kingly Punch again, but I'm going to go ahead and hit him with the Convergence on this turn, which retains everything and generates a more powerful turn next turn. Okay. Good. Fine. I think this is a lead with Falling Star for sure. Good. That's a strong block. Also is a very powerful play on Kingly Punch. I can push 45 here, which is crazy, but I don't think that's ever correct. We will have to definitely Kingly Punching here. I also think this is a really important Toric Toughness turn, potentially. There's like an argument for being offensive because I have the Vuln on him, but at the same time, it's... Toric Toughness is like a good card, but it's expensive. Is it ever correct here? We could do Refined Blade into Sword. However, I'm also inclined towards playing 3 cards so I can trigger Panache here. So this could be Defend, Strike, Venerate. I don't think I have to play Venerate here, actually. So we can do Defend, Strike, Strike, Panache, hit. Okay. We've done good damage, actually. I take 8 here. Yeah, here he wallops me. This is the sort of wallop you have to be careful about. I could stop 20 here pretty well. I can do Solar Strike, 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 or just single strike here. That's probably the correct play. It blocks 20, but he's going to do some heavy work on me now, so I can only do so much. I'm going to go ahead and Refine Blade and hold on to this for a more powerful turn. I mean, is it just Strike, Venerate? My damage on this turn is bad. I actually think we just hit him with the Sovereign Blade right away, right? Yeah, I do. I need to do damage right away. We're gonna hit him with Strike, right? Sure, work on that Orbit. Okay, we have 10 damage when I need to and a Star Potion when I need to. I am ringing. I can only play 1 card this turn. And I'm going to tell you, I think it has to be Kingly Punch. Okay. Bummer. Alright, I just eat 15? Ow. Okay, that's not good. Well, I have to play Toric Toughness to avoid dying. That's true. I Solar Strike here. Convergence? I'm getting close. I actually think this is Convergence, and I must play Knockout Blow, actually. Just hit him for 30 here. Do numbers. I actually think I strike him, right? Although I can hold on to this and maybe play better cards next turn. This energy is not well spent. Alright, we are alive, presently. 4 health. Okay, he's putting up Ringing. This is the turn where I must hit hard. I can Refine Blade onto a 28 play here. I'm out of the combat. Alright, 4 health. Never didn't have it. Don't even have to use a potion. Game is actually not a problem. Whew. Alright. Toughie. Alright, Sword Sage, Dying Star. Deal 9 damage to all enemies. All enemies lose 9 health this turn. It's a really good card, right? Heirloom Hammer, deal 20 damage. Choose a colorless card in your hand, add a copy. I'm not in on the colorless build right now. This is the wrong card to take to start it. Sovereign Blade hitting an additional time. Didn't this used to make it cost more energy? Interesting. That appears to be a buff. That is helpful. I don't have a lot of forging, is sort of the challenge I'm facing here. Dying Star is excellent, but being ethereal means if I ever can't play it, it goes away. But boy, howdy, is that a strong card when you can play it. Right? I mean, that's just a huge power play. I think the decision here has to be between, am I playing into my sword, which I have just a little dash of right now? I can only generate it with Refined Blade, which is not that impressive. It has been helpful for surviving this act, however, or just general value. I think Dying Star is a good card here. It's also a block card. I'm going to take Dying Star. I think this is a good card, and I haven't tried it before, and we must experiment with these things. All right, we have rolled into... Yes, we hit Tet's Katara. Cool. Enchant all strikes in your deck with Tez Katara's Ember. Costs 0 and gains eternal. It means you can't remove strikes, but they become free. It's actually pretty good. Or I can replace the entire map I'm currently on with the special path. The Golden Compass is good, I think. I think this is a good consideration if your path is really bad, right? But it does have some forced deletes. I could take a shop. So let's think about this. If I were to take this path, I would take shop early, power up, and that's 4 combats back to back, though. Don't love that. Can I take a late shop instead? What does this look like if I go to the left path? I can do Fire Elite. Oh, yeah. Okay, actually, I think we're going to just clear all drawings here. I think we're going left on this one. We would go left, 2 events, 3 combats. Then we can go Fire Elite into Fire Event, Fire Shop, Elite. I don't know why this jagged it up. That's weird. Let's just fix it real quick. All right, cool. And then we're out. Kaiser Crab is boss. That is a 2 elite path with 1, 2, 3 fires, which is pretty good. I'm a fan of that. Okay. Now, the big question I have then is, removing strikes is obviously beneficial, but making strikes free is actually not terrible. The downside, of course, is they are eternal. So then what is the removals, right? What do you cut from the deck? It's a good question. I do think there's value in them being free because then suddenly Panache is much more easy to activate, right? Those cards are just chilling. They're actually super playable. It is unfortunate, however, that they don't get upgraded in this process, right? If they were doing 9 damage, I'd feel much better about it. Alternatively, we could take Seal of Gold. This is actually a pretty good energy relic, I think. Spend 5 gold to gain 1 energy. It means you want to speed your combats along, but the extra energy helps you do so. I'm going to be honest with you. I think Seal of Gold is correct here. I have Ice Cream. I have Orbit. I have Panache. I think we speed this. I think we do much better taking Seal of Gold and just holding on to money. Yeah, I'm going to do it. All right, it's an energy relic. We'll take it. Going left. Now we're on the clock. I need to very much try to speed my combats along to the best of my ability. Okay. Thank you, Permafrost. Very cool. Hit him with the Solar Strike here. With the Toric Toughness, I will just refine Blade off this. This will be stronger for future turn. Okay. Our goal is to crunch these guys fast. Hit them with the Falling Star. I mean, we have lethal, actually, right? It's super lethal. Knockout blow finishes here. Yeah, great. No reason not to push. Okay, great. How does Crescent Spear look here? 1, 2, 3. 3 cards with... So 4 cards, including it, that have star cost. Makes it a 14 damage. It's not very much right now. If I upgrade it, it becomes 18 damage for 1. Interesting direction. I kind of need to take block cards. Sort of my thought process here. I also kind of need to draw cards. Do I go in on this Crescent Spear angle? This is a very interesting card that is strong, but also slow for now. Like, I feel decently powerful for these early combats. Just drafting a common attack feels wrong. I think I'm skipping this. Yeah. Okay. Moving on. Obtain a random power. Obtain a random 0-cost card. Weird. All right. Compendium. Card library. My powers. Most of these are just either really bad for me, right? Like, some of them are not terrible. Like, but Random Pillar of Creation is, like, terrible. That's an awful pickup. Let's see, what else could be awful here? Some of these aren't bad, right? Like, Black Holes, no problem. Parry is kind of an interesting card. It's actually a pretty good card, right? Whenever you play the Sovereign Blade game block. That's cool. Pale Blue Dot plays nicely with Panache. I mean, maybe the powers are decent here, right? Genesis would be sick. Tyranny's kind of fun. Draw 1 and exhaust 1. Honestly, most of these are okay, right? I actually think are pretty good. I think power is actually pretty decent. Let's see, if I go to just cards 0 cost, a lot of things here are going to cost stars. Okay, I actually think this is the power pickup. So many of these, yeah, a lot of these I can't just take. Like, obviously, if I hit Big Bang, this is a winner. But if I don't, yeah, all right. There's a lot of things here that are just unplayable. We'll take the power here. Okay, resume. Obtain a random power. Hey, black hole. Okay. Whenever you spend or gain stars, deal 3 damage to all enemies. Honestly, this might be just a stars run now. Okay. Bridge. Great. I can't get rid of guiding stars. Toric Toughness? I don't want to take 4 damage, but that's actually a pretty important block card for my deck, right? No. Alright, fine. Get rid of a strike. I hate bridges. I hate that they have events like this still in the game. Dang, man. Come on, buddy. They get annoying. All right, whatever. Just eat a lot of damage, but I guess I got a removal, so it could have been worse. Okay. How do I do this? I think we have no choice but to defend and eat 12 here. I do not have a power in my hand, right? So I can't proc the permafrost. I could take stars, but I have no star payout. Does a flex potion lethal here? I can do, what is that? 5, so 35, and 15, so 50 damage. No. I could do 60 with the explosive potion. No, I think we actually just eat dirt here. I don't think knockout blow is the correct play. I think it is solar strike into refine blade and then venerate, and we do our best. Ugh, this guy sucks. He's stealing kingly punch. Hey, that's illegal. You can't have that. That is illegal. Here, dying star, sovereign blade. Give me. Oh, he'll play orbit. It's actually better to do it. Convergence. Hit him with the sword, right? Illegal. Give me my good card back. How dare you? Panache. Photon cut. I'm gonna stick a defend back. Am I? Can I do lethal here? 6/6? No. With 10? I mean, actually, I might be able to, because I proc Panache here, right? So if I stick Toric Toughness back, I can play all 5 cards here. Yes, right? Black hole, defend, defend, strike, strike, and we're out. Okay, and I get my cool card back. Thank you. Jeez. Quasar. Quasar. That's a fun name. We like Quasar. Choose one of 3 random colorless cards to add to your hand. Eh. Another orbit is good. These stack in a fun way. Orbit, orbit. A lot of energy generated. I do like that. If I get orbit, orbit, I need to just hit cards that draw cards, right? That's where we're at. Things like upgraded guiding stars become huge here. I'm going to go ahead and take the other orbit. This will be the last energy solution I need. Great work. Cool. Big frogman. Play orbit. Play black hole. I think I'll stab him. Yeah, like I lose a few cards here, but I think that's okay. Alright, yeah, my guy does a bazillion D damage here. We're going to go ahead and hit him with the Solar Strike. I have to... Ugh, his thorns are obnoxious. This guy just kills. What the heck? The weak is worth 6. How do I not just perish here? Interesting problem. Just eating 17 from a random toad? Can't hit him unless I have lethal, I don't think. I wish there was a restart turn button. Wish this game supported that. Feels like it should. If I could play everything here, I have 69 and I could potion my way out, which is value. Alright, I'm actually going to go ahead and we'll try this again. I think I have it if I just play smart. Okay, he's asleep. Orbit is cool, but I think we do orbit, guiding star, and I need to photon cut here, and we put the kingly punch back. There's a smarter way. You got to draw first, right? Is the thing. Okay. Now we're here, and he's like, rah, I'm mad. Okay, cool, bud. Now, I think I have lethal if I do Solar Strike, Falling Star, Kingly Punch, Knockout Blow, right? Let me think about this. So it's 10. I have to Solar Strike first, so it's 10. 10. Yeah, if I do Flex Potion, let's think. So 15 into 13 is 27. Kingly Punch deals 30. Ugh, 50%, 33. So that's 15, 28, and then 38 because of the Flex Potion, which is 66. And then I Knockout Blow. So if I take 20 on this turn, I have lethal. Alternatively, I can take 23. I could Stars Potion to get the Falling Star first, but I don't think that makes a big swing. I'm going to Flex Potion here, and we're going to do it. You hate to see it, but we get out. Okay, fine. We get another potion back. All right. Glow Plus is now suddenly attractive, I think. Draw 1, next turn, draw 1. We're talking about drawing cards with double orbits. This gives 2 stars. I'll take a Glow Plus. All right, I have to sleep here because I got walloped. Thanks. Thanks, Mr. Video Game. Very cool. I do not feel that great into an elite, but I guess I actually think I could. I have 3 potions, right? All right, sure. These elites, he's the scariest one. I was really hoping I wouldn't see this guy. Really hoping I wouldn't see this guy. Great. Immediate regret. I was hoping for any of the other ones. I guess you have to always count for the worst, right? You always got to plan for the worst. Alright, I think this could be the death of me, but we'll see. I think we have to orbit first. It blocks on this turn, which is good. I block 7 with Falling Star. I'm debating if that daze is worth it. Probably is, right? Probably is. Hit him with the defend here. Conserve this 1. Wonder if this was my strength potion turn. Or combat. I'd be 2 damage up on this. I'm going to save this. We take 2 on the turn so far. Okay. I'll decide based on my next turn. I think this might be my strength potion, though. Yeah, okay. I think we're going to go ahead and hit it. Alright, we Panache. We have Refined Blade. I can defend. I pretty much get to play every card I draw. The real question is just, is it correct? Because you generate these dazes for yourself, which are very bad. But if I take just 13 randomly here, that's rough, right? Yeah, he's a toughie. Alright, I could chill on this, I think. I don't get as much out of playing these strikes. Let's just hang on to my energy here. I take 13. Bummer. This is probably an important turn for me. I think so. Alright, we're going to hit him. We draw. Put back Kingly Punch, right? I Solar Strike, which lets me Guiding Stars, right? Which lets me Kingly Punch him for a big number. I'm going to go ahead and Torque Toughness this. I do have, let's see, a couple dazes in the pool. There's no reason, I already triggered Panache. There's no reason to play the Sovereign Blade here. End turn. This is the fear turn, in my opinion. Okay, Glow into Dying Star is cracked here. Absolutely huge, 28. Really should have hit that black hole first, shouldn't I have? Yeah, fair enough. Let's actually hit the orbit into black hole here. We'll Convergence this, which does trigger Panache. Man, that Dying Stars was good. Okay, we actually completely body this guy, apparently. Dying Stars. We love to see it. Okay, cool. I get Venerate into Guiding Stars. Incredible. This black hole's doing work, right? Actually, stab this man, which also does black hole damage. Then we can stab him again and we're out. Honestly, legit. After every other combat, your card reward gains an initial power, lasting candy. Huh. Beat into shape. Deal 5 damage, forge 5. Forges an additional 5 for every other time you've hit the enemy during this turn. Alternatively, they're showing me Furnace Plus, which is fun. Another Crescent Spear. Beat into shape. This might actually be good. As long as I can draw cards, like this is Glow Plus, Guiding Star Plus, like we're doing it, but I need to draw cards now. I'm generating energy in a big way. Beat into shape is probably a very good play here. I think this is more value net than Furnace Plus will give, and it also just does damage. We'll take it. I think that's good direction. All right. Beating that elite feels good. Cloak Clasp, Rip Watcher. All right, we're going to go after the fire here. I do think, unfortunately, I must sleep because I am vulnerable. I feel like I'm sleeping too much in this game, you know? This feels like a mistake. Enchant an attack with Sharp 2, a block with Nimble 2, or a power with Swift 2. I mean, this is Nimble 2 on Toric Toughness, right? Just 100%? Yeah. Incredible, honestly. Cool. And then I can smith. We could smith up Toric Toughness, and suddenly this card is now very good. That is 27 block for 2. That's awesome. We love that. I do want to play pretty much every card here. I want to upgrade basically everything. Black Hole is actually sick. Let's be clear. This card is honestly cracked. I'm generating enough. I think we need Guiding Stars Plus as well. Man, I need upgrades. I need upgrades badly. Toric Toughness basically just got a free upgrade. He's already 21 for 2. That's pretty solid. Okay. Okay, I'm going to upgrade cards that draw cards here. I think this is the most powerful pickup we could make. The other thing is if I play my Orbit Plus before Orbit, technically the Orbit cost is refunded, sort of, kind of. I don't know. I'm going to upgrade Guiding Stars Plus here, I think. I think I need to draw 3 here on this, and that is for sure. Okay, cool. We go to the shop at long last, reminding myself that my gold is my energy. Galactic Dust. For every 10 stars spent, gain 10 block. If you did not play any attacks during this turn, gain 4 block. Or Sling of Courage. Start each elite combat with 2 strength. Nope. Don't want any of that. Glitter Stream is pretty good. Gain 11 block. Next turn, gain 5. I like that. I'm going to remove a strike. I think that we need to improve our draws here. This is a straightforward choice. Okay, seems decent. My potion situation looks fine. I have a skill, star, and explosive potion. Cloak Clasp is also free block now, which is good. I could consider the black hole, but I think a second one is slow. I'm going to take Galactic Dust here because that I think I will proc a decent amount of times. And then I think we move on from here. Good. Now, I'll tell you, I think upgrades are hugely valuable to me. However, fighting this elite basically means I am saying I get a relic, but I have to rest. And I might use potions. I'm going to take the event here because I think getting an upgrade is more important. Ah, we get a doll room. You can't random doll or this can brick your run, so I think we have to take 5 to choose one of 2. Whenever you play an attack, gain 1 block. At the start of your turn, deal damage equal to the turn number to all enemies. That's interesting. Huh. That's actually pretty strong. Now, gaining block based on your attack when you attack is pretty good, right? We are hitting a decent amount. What's the wording on this? Whenever you play an attack. I was thinking like whenever you hit with an attack, it could be cool. But I am playing attacks, right? This will represent value. This is a good block card, really. Or block relic. I think I'm going to take the Daughter of the Wind here. This seems the right choice. I like them both. Let's be clear. I like them both. I think Black Hole is doing enough work for AoE clearing. Let's take the Daughter here. I think this is good. I'm happy about that. That's a good pickup. That will save me health. For sure, that saves me health. I think, if I'm being honest, I think that Black Hole Plus is pretty darn good. This is essentially every 4 times I gain or spend stars, which is pretty regularly now. It's like every 3 is equivalent to every 4 before, which is good. I think that is strong. Yes, we'll take it. Moving on. Okay, Kaiser Crab. I think we can beat Kaiser Crab, right? All right, we have to play Orbit first. Unfortunately, Orbit does not trigger its own ability, right? Does not fire itself. Let's see, 18. Do I need to turn around? It might be really good to turn around, right? Especially if I strike, I block 1. Save 6. I think that was correct. I can then hit the convergence play here. This will do. I'm still taking a chunk. This is 16 coming in. If I block 6, this would be pretty cool. I could skill potion here. Yeah, it's too bad I don't have 2 extra energy. I could potentially generate it, maybe? Seems like probably a pretty good skill potion turn. Oh yeah, I mean, Bulwark is just perfect. It's exactly what we want there. Great. Honestly, fantastic. And then we take 0 on that, and we forged up pretty well. We're generating a lot of value here. I do want to turn around. This is a very strong Dying Stars turn as well. Cool. I'm going to hit the Glow Plus here for sure. Hitting the Dying Stars for sure. That's just such a good block, right? I don't know if I want to hit the Falling Star here is the only thought I have. I will Photon Cut. I think I'm putting back Kingly Punch to draw it again. I want to get Black Hole in play. How many times have I attacked this turn? Good question. Let's see. I think I'm going to hit him with the Beat into Shape. Decent value, right? Decent value. And I can take 1. I can then Venerate here for free, which is good with the Black Hole. I could hit him with the Falling Stars. I mean, I didn't do it before. It's a consideration now. Save 1. I think I'm going to hold on to these stars. We get the full block from the Cloak class, but right, that's incredible. Good stuff. Okay, I'm feeling good about our state of being, right? I think we have a good strategy here. Solar Strike to the left. Powerful play. I definitely want to hit him with the Kingly Punch. It is good. Refined Blade is decent here. Also generates an energy. We love to see it. I can do 44 as needed. I think this is just a double block for full block here. This is going to be his drill turn. We have to make sure to turn around. All right. Panache. Orbit Plus. Glow Plus. Guiding Stars. Turn around. Yes. Okay. Toric Toughness, probably. I think that is going to be correct. It sucks to have that when you're frail, but you don't really have much of a choice. this would be a good opportunity for... Let's see, I could strike for blocks, and that's equivalent to playing the cloak clasps. These are free, I believe. Acceptable. I'm taking 20 here. No bueno, but it could be worse. All right, I think this is going to be Falling Star on the left. Yep, I'm going to go ahead and hit him with the Photon Cut now. Strong argument for putting Dying Star back on top, right? True. I think I will Dying Star there. I would like to Convergence here for free. You can sort of feel the... You can feel this coming together, right? Refine Blade. If I play Bulwark, I get to play again. Very cool. I can then hit him for 70 on the left, which is cool. I will click that, right? Which generates another energy, which then hits him with the Venerate. Okay, you're seeing the value, right? You're seeing the value. We have a stars run, I think, is the way this playing out. Okay, so if this is a fantastic Dying Stars turn. That's why I put it back on top, right? We want to just lead with this pretty much. Huge. The guy on the right is doing zeros to me, so I can, I think, just finish on the left. Just kill. Stab, do the whole thing. I'm gonna Kingly Punch on the right. Am I? Is there any reason to do this? I think I just kill on Panache, though, right? Panache, beat into shape. Yeah, we stab on the right. I can then go defend. Panache triggers, beat into shape on the left, which kills there, and I'm taking 2, but nothing really. Alright, great. This feels pretty strong, right? Tell you what, Bulwark is a good card here, right? It lets me essentially full block on this. I'm going to hit the Convergence. And then I block. I take 2, which is pretty strong. Thank you, Cloak Clasp. Very neat. And we should have lethal here, right? I just don't see how we don't. Math, right? Kingly Punch does a bunch. Then we knock him out. Good. Honestly, great. Fantastic. Cool. Okay, good stuff. All right. This is the crazy choice. If I take Genesis, I think we can pick every star card that remains in the run, right? This is crazy good. Genesis is bonkers. Alternatively, if I feel comfortable with my current state of being, I can take decisions, which is very powerful. Right? Play it 3 times. Ooh, all right. Both of these are strong. I think Genesis is more immediately impactful, but it is slower, right? Whereas decisions, once I get rolling, is good. Once I get really rolling, this is powerful. I wonder, do I need this much orb generation, this star generation here? It's a good question, right? I haven't had to pop the stars potion. I've been holding on to it for a rainy day. So, I don't know. It's tricksy. I do actually think, interestingly enough, the beat into shape refined blade is like, I don't have a lot of ways of accessing my sword, but when I do, it's pretty darn good, right? I'm actually pretty happy about that. The thing was doing like 80 in the previous combat. So, that's cool. The problem I have with decisions is drawing it early does nothing. I need the stars in order to make it work. Whereas I can at least play Genesis early. I'm going to take Genesis here. This is good. It also procs Black Hole, which is great. I'll take free damage. Okay, we get big man tanks. All right, how do we get? I can transform a bunch of cards into Maul. Orange one, choose a mighty weapon. I could take the whistle, which basically just summons the guy and he kills stuff. At the start of your turn, add a random attack into your hand. It's free to play this turn. This adds so much trash into your deck. This is toughy. None of these are great, actually. I've rolled pretty poorly here, right? Whistle is just like a fine play. You just get this and you go, cool. I guess I'm just gonna blow someone up for a turn. Who is my boss? Doormaker? Great. We hate to see the new Doormaker. I don't actually know anything about the new Doormaker. I have completely avoided the beta branch, so I am probably going to die horribly to this man. We'll see. I actually think Whistle might be the play, right? This just stuns a dude, which is good, I guess. I think. I mean, this is strong. I'll take this Whistle. Crossbow is good for panache, and there it says free to play, which is great, which means that it doesn't cost stars, but it clutters my deck with garbage, and I really want to be redrawing into my good stuff, like generating stars and things like that. So I don't think we can take this. This is quickly going to kill me. The claws, I mean, Maul is a good card. What would I? But I don't have 6 cards to transform, or up to 6. I wouldn't want to do it on. I mean, because it like upgrades all of them. You really want to upgrade all of them if you're doing it. What would I do? 2 strikes. Let's see. 2 strikes. Venerate, I guess, would go. All right. 2 strikes. Venerate. Refine Blade, maybe. All right. So there's 4. And double defends. My blocks are really bad then, but I potentially maul enemies. That's interesting. I think this is something you consider very strongly if you have, what is it, the Molten Egg? Because if these auto upgrade, that's huge. And also if you have more stuff. I'm going to take the Whistle here. I think the Whistle feels right. For 3 energy, this potentially gives me extra value. What does this upgrade to? 44? That's pretty strong. 11 damage bonus. It is exhausting though, so I mean the thing is if I have my orbits in play, this is huge, right? So, okay, cool. Great. Let's see. Which way are we going? We go right or we go left? I do need to hold on to my money, reminding myself that it is my source of energy. So, maybe don't buy tons of stuff from the shop. I might still go that way, but we'll see. Left path has 3 combats, then a shop. Right path has 2 combat, shop, combat. Then double events into a forced elite. Strong if you can do elite, fire, elite. Strong if you can do elite, fire, elite. It's pretty good. The elites in this act are Big Golem Buddy, right? The goblin in a machine. I don't know his name. Then you have Shadow Nexus. Okay, that's fine. And you have 3 knights. The 3 knights is the deadliest to this run, although I do at least have some AoE effects that could potentially stop them. 3 knights are tough, though. I don't think we're never doing 3 elite back to back like this. That's death, I think. An early shop. I'm thinking like if I go early shop into 2 events and then double elites end shop. This end shop is a little bit of a bummer. What if I do the other option? Left is fight, event, fight. A good mix. 3 fights, then a shop. Okay. Then we go fire, elite, shop at the end. 1 less elite, 1 fewer elite, and we exchange that for what? Like, what are we getting for 1 fewer elite here? Not a lot, right? Okay. I'm kind of feeling like we go right here. So we'll go up the right path. I will probably check this early shop. Removing a strike is high value. So, and then we go 2 events. And then we have the option to duck out after the first elite if we need to. But I don't think I have to, right? I could take 2 elites, or I could take 1 elite, fire, rest, event, normal combat, and out. I don't mind holding on to gold for the end because I do need it for my seal of gold. Okay, so this looks decent here. Thanks, tanks. We're going to the right. Alright, let's do it. Okay. Big man on campus over here. I do have Dying Star. Thank goodness. We're going to start with Panache, Orbit Plus. Dying Star is just... This card is bonkers. I'm going to be clear with you. I think this card is awesome. It is a 100% block on this turn, which is incredible, right? Just absolutely incredible. I'll hit him with the Genesis here instead of beat into shape. Cool. I take 0 because of Dying Star. Awesome. Play the other Orbit here. I will glow. Interesting. This is a pretty bad turn. If I strike, I can defend here, which is decent. Then I can strike, which generates another play, right? Then I can strike again if I feel value out of it. It changes, it's like 1 block for 1 block here, so these are kind of free, but it does prevent me from spending this energy next turn, though it advances the orbit, so I'm a little less concerned about it. I'm taking 15 here, which sucks. Yeah, I don't have a tool for this, so I think I will stab here. It's actually a little bit better. I'm 7, 8. I'll go from the Cloak Clasp, so I'm taking, what, 13? Still more damage than I want to take here. If I Energy Potion, I can stab, but I don't think that really does it. I can block 6 by burning both of my potions. Right? Because I do Energy Potion, stab here, and then Explosive Potion, and I have Lethal on him. Block 6 for 2 potions? No, alright, fine. I don't like this, but whatever. Okay, now here's a big turn, right? This is the turn we're talking about, I think. I have Falling Star into Sovereign Blade lethal on front, which is good. I can hit him with the Convergence, Toric Toughness to block the next turns. I'll Venerate here. I think we chill on this. I hit the Panache, not that it matters. Hold on to these defends. I think we can get lethal on this turn from on this guy, right? Just no real question. Hit him with the Guiding Stars. Yeah, whistle him out. I mean, we have lethal in so many ways. Is there anything I'm trying to advance here? If I can spend exactly 2, I will. Can I? I do not have a spend. I guess I could draw, potentially, and see if I draw something that spends exactly 2. No, I'm going to save... Dying Star I don't want to play here. Because I want to save Galactic Dust for in the future combat. I guess we just bomb this guy. Or we spent. Yeah, him will bomb this guy. It's fine. Alright, cool. What do we get? Black Hole Plus for free? Okay, weird, interesting. Manifest Authority Plus is good. Black Hole Plus is fun. But Manifest Authority Plus, a random upgraded colorless card? Compendium. Cards. Colorless? Colorless. Okay. A random upgraded colorless card. View upgrades. Are there any bad hits? I don't even know what all of them are, but most of these are pretty legit. They're either free or low cost, high value, big blocks. Probably is restricted on what it can generate, but honestly, this seems good, right? I need better block cards, and alright, I'm going to take Manifest Authority Plus there. That seems good. Alright, cool. I can generate lethal here with an Explosive Potion and then Knockout Blow something. Pretty good. I will Explosive Potion this into a Knockout Blow. I think that is correct. I might energy potion this too. How much am I blocking here off the cloak clasp? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm blocking 8. I would take 2 and lose 2 max HP, which sucks. Taking 2, lose 2 max is a bummer, but saving this potion, I think, probably is net benefit for me. We'll do this. Alright, goodbye my 2 max hit points. This is a bad turn. Wow, this is a terrible turn. In fact, I'm getting completely walloped by these guys. I do not do enough. I mean, I think I have lethal on the front guy at least, so. Oh, beautiful. Galactic Dust. Huge. I then am going to kill this front guy, I think. We kill the front guy, and then I press end turn, and we actually full block. I don't know what I was worried about. Galactic Dust is cracked. I can actually play a card here. Right? Because I need only 2 in my hand to full block this. I'll hit the Convergence then. I'll hold on to these cards. We full block this. And then I should maul this guy next turn. Yeah, we just whistle him out, right? Is there any reason for me to do anything else? Spending stuff is good. I guess I'll look at the Manifest Authority, right? Finesse. Alright, sure. It is useful for me. Hit the orbit. I'm basically just thinking to myself, like, can I advance Galactic Dust so that I feel a little better about this stuff? I think I can. I'll venerate here. I have lethal is sort of... I don't need to play into lethal here. Okay, yeah, I have lethal held in hand. So I'm just going to hold on. I need to spend stars. Okay, Dying Star is being spent here. Okay, good. I think I have lethal just by hitting glow. Alright. If I can spend 3 more next turn, there's no reason not to click this. I'll have the Sovereign Blade boosted. Don't kill him yet. Okay. My goal here is to delay until I hopefully draw a Stars card. Okay, he is just going to super die here if I have no attack cards in hand, draw 3. Alright, he's dead. Fine. We did our best. Power Potion, good. Summon Forth, Conqueror, or Solar Strike. Interesting. Summon Forth is pretty decent. I don't know if I need to be adding stuff here. Solar Strike plus, like, these are all upgraded, but my deck is pretty okay. Summon Forth is maybe the most attractive card here, because when you get rolling, I'd love to play this card multiple times, and it is upgraded, right? Conqueror is, of course, also good. Double damage is awesome. I didn't go Sword Sage, but I actually am happy I didn't, because I'm pretty sure I'd be dead right now if I didn't take Dying Star. Solar Strike Plus is also just fine. This card is good. I don't know. It's never this, though. I already have enough generation. I think we're okay. I will take Summon Forth Plus here. I need to be aversive to drafting so much stuff. 188. I think Particle Wall is super attractive to me, but it is expensive. I cannot spend all my money. Child of the Stars, man, is also really good here. Whenever I spend stars, gain 2 block for each spent star. Man, this is like 3 block is the upgrade. It's tough. I also really want to remove a strike. I think removing a strike is the most optimal choice here. And then we hang on to as much money as we can. I think we cut a strike. I need to improve my draws in a big way. So, all right. 88 gives me what? That's 16 turns. which is not bad. If I buy Child of the Stars or Particle Wall, Particle Wall also triggers Black Hole so frequently. Like, really good stuff here. Really good stuff. Devastate's actually a really good card, too. Deal 30, 40, exchange for 4. That's crazy. It's a really good card if you have the star generation for it. Like I'm telling you, man, generating stars, good, it turns out. We like to see it. Prowess is also pretty attractive here, right? Gain 2 strength and gain dexterity, which we like. Dexterity is pretty cool. Good card, actually. For 1. It's okay, I'm not spending 87 here. If I'm spending anything, it's 75, and then that gives me, what, 2 turns of plus gold. 2 turns of plus gold I have to use to get out of this combat. Then we're going to go event, and the chest. And the chest gives me some cash. I think we skip here, man. I think we don't take any more cards on this. I'm going to need these turns, I think. All right, we move on. This is what Owl Magistrate. It's just so much damage, man. I'm just like eating dirt here and I hate it. It's rough. Leading with 16. My block game is bad. We start with Orbit because it's power. It generates block from Permafrost. We are currently blocking 11 here, which is good, I suppose. I'll hit the Black Hole. I'm going to go ahead and Photon Cut here. I have to put Dying Star back. Yes. I think I will spend Falling Star just for the weakness here. We almost full block. I take 1. It's not bad. It could have been worse. Good. It's good to see Venerate. This is Panache, Venerate, Dying Star full blocks this, saving 24 damage. Incredible. Hit him with the Genesis here, and we chill on this 1 energy, I think. Fantastic. Thank you, Dying Star. Very cool. Orbit Plus. Manifest Authority. Dramatic Entrance. I mean, I'll click it. Sure. Convergence. I will play the Kingly Punch. Just get that. We'll punch him. It's good to do. Alright. Very cool. That also hits the Panache, which is important. He's soaring. He's dealing 33 damage to me. It's too much damage. It's simply too much damage. We whistle, and my man has a bad day. He is stunned. Whoops, buddy. You hate to see it. This is a pretty good turn, huh? Yeah, pretty good turn, it turns out. Torque Toughness Plus, great news. I can hit him with the Beat into shape and do a bazillion D to him. Then I can push 3 here, and it's not lethal, but it does advance the orbit a bunch. I may as well stab him. Well, I'll save my energy for next turn, right? I actually think that was a ridiculously good power turn. Just huge power turn. We go Glow. I do get the Dying Star on him here, which is great news. I get the Torque Toughness as well. Convergence becomes free. Great. And then I can double defend on this turn, which does full block. And when he decides to finally land, I stab him with Sovereign Blade and he's dead, basically. Alright, so this is like really cool. This is like what this whole business is about. Now I do want to spend stars to advance Galactic Dust, even though we super have lethal here. Alright, I'm going to spend 2 here. Great. Now Galactic Dust will activate when I spend on anything now. So I think we just get out of the combat. Hit him with the Sovereign Blade for funsies. Cool. Alright, good stuff. Hatter Plus. Gain 11 block and 3 vigor. I don't actually think the vigor is particularly good, but my block game is bad. I could use this. Royal Gamble is very cool. Spend stars to gain stars. This is good for Galactic Dust. It's very strong for our deck. but it also kind of does nothing a little. I'm going to take Patter Plus. I don't think the Vigor is particularly good, but this is a card I draft because I need one for 11s. I just need better defense than defense, right? I need this badly, I think. Our block game is very poor. Okay, cool. Advancing. What do we get? Add Clumsy, obtain a random relic? No. I will trade 6 for 48 gold. It's not good, but maybe it lets me buy something at this upcoming shop. Event. Ran with the Elder. I can gain a random... I can give him a potion, give him money, or yeah, give him Cloak Class. Brother, no thank you. Why couldn't you have taken Lead Paperweight? Give him Power Potion for a relic? 100 gold for a relic? I'll give you a Power Potion. I'm liable to get this back, right? Nunchaku? Sure. I'll take it. First hand you draw each combat is upgraded. Okay, I like that. Knights. Knights are the worst. Okay, we hate to see it. This is a very bad combat for me. Let's manifest authority first. Gain an additional 7 block from defend cards. I mean, okay, right? That's good. Blocking 15 and defend hits for 15 block right now? That's bonkers. I think I want to trade 6 here so that I have the really good Refined Blade summon 4th. Deal 34 here seems strong. Then I take, what, 3, I think is the number. I am hexed. We hate hex. Now, hex means these cards die if I do not play them, right? They are all ethereal. Terrible news. Okay, I'm taking 33. The Knights were the worst here by a lot. By so much. I think I must play Black Hole or I'm griefing. Just straight up. I need to. I'm going to put, let's see, I'm blocking, it's what, 25%, which is, what, like 3 on the Knight or the Spectral, or is 8 on the Flail Knight? More than that. It actually is it's a big chunk. All right, that's good. Okay, cool. Good, we've hit him. Reminder that generate a Glow Plus is strong here. I'm going to hit him with the Sovereign Blade. And I'm going to take the Energy Potion here in order to knock out Blow Knight here. And we lose our 2 cards, and that'll have to do. This, I mean, it's very rare for me to kill him first, but I guess it worked out that way, so fair enough. Panache must be played. I will put Orbit into play. I need to block here. So this is Patter, Defend. We lose some good cards, but I take 2. This is acceptable. All right, Dying Star is huge. Full block on the turn. If I whistle, I get an energy back. Pretty good. I will whistle, I think. And then I will hit him with the Beat into Shape. We lose some stuff, but it's fine. Thank you, Dying Stars, for existing. Very cool. It's very rare for me to kill the front guy first. Hit him with the Orbit because it generates an energy back. I would like to block with this week, I think. True, I will do it. I think I'm just, what, playing all my cards? We'll hit the Guiding Stars up front, which does draw and do fun things. If I manifest authority, I can push numbers here, which are kind of fun. I think we full block on this, though. Ultimate Strike. Interesting. Ultimate Strike, I'll hit him with it, and then I actually have full lethal here. Okay, we're out. We're out. I actually went way better than I thought it would, but it was scary. Fish oil, great. Bag of marbles, sure. Add a card to my deck. Glitter stream is expensive. Monarch's Gaze is like good, but expensive. I don't know. This is a card that I feel could deserve a 2 energy cost. It's like strong, right? But I think if it were 3, you could keep it at 3 and make it like lose 2. I don't know. That actually seems too strong. Lose 2 is too much, but I think for 3 energy, that like I think this could be 2 energy, honestly. This just I don't know. Am I going to ever play a whole turn of this even with orbits out? Like with both orbits out, I might play it. That's it. That's it, right? With both orbits out, I might play this. I just don't see it. I skip. All right, it's not valuable enough. We take the fire. I think I'm sleeping. So here's the thought process. My smiths are valuable. Very valuable, in fact. Like, I haven't even upgraded Dying Star, but like I think it's good as is, honestly. Whistle. Whistle could be okay. I could go left and do double events and save all my money. I think what I would do if I go to the shop is I'd simply buy a potion and leave. I'm gonna sleep, fight the elite, and buy a potion, I think. Alright, acceptable. Acceptable. Okay, fair enough. Elite. Yeah, because it can't be the knights again, which is beneficial for me. So, great work. Okay, cool. We're gonna lead with Dying Star Plus because this blocks like 11 and 9 and 11. This is just a bonkers swing here. I definitely need to hit him with the Solar Strike here. I need to hit it with the... Like, Defend is maybe legit. Guiding Stars, withdrawing, and not enough stuff. I'm just going to hit him with the Venerate Plus, and we're okay. We full block on this turn. It's acceptable. Don't need my potions quite yet. Great example of, like, hit the Orbit Plus, of, like, Patter is legit, right? Just an 11 block card is honestly the kind of thing I need. It does add 3 damage technically, but like who cares? Okay, I cannot afford to play the Genesis here, so I'm going to pull it back. I will hit the defend here. As much as I would like the convergence, I will hit the defend to full block here. I think that's good. Okay. Now here, the order of operations matters. This guy's pummeling me. Panache, Genesis, Glow. I mean, Toric Toughness, I think, must be clicked here. Generates an energy. Could forge 5 or just do 16. I haven't even forged once at this point. It's a weak forge. I'll just hit him for 16 here, I think is fine. It trades 9. I'm taking 20. This is why you have to sleep. We're starting to cook now. Black Hole, Manifest Authority. Catastrophe. Wow. Play 3 random cards from my draw pile. That's efficient. The order is a little unfortunate, but I'm not mad about it, right? Like, that's fun. Hit him with the Summon Forth. We'll have a cool Sovereign Blade for next turn. I could have played the Orbit Plus there, but honestly, like, that was a really cool upgraded play. Hit him with the Manifest Authority. What do I get here? Volley. For 3? It's not a lot of damage. It's interesting, though. Oh, I'm already full blocking, so we're fine. I would like to advance the Galactic Dust, so let's Guiding Stars here. It's good. Solar Strike. I have a lot of options on this turn. Can I get lethal here? 14 by 3, no. Adder. I mean, Volley Plus is like legit damage here, I think. It's less efficient than just like Kingly punching him, right? And then it's if I'm able to do more than 14 on a hit, it's worth more to do it. Free energy 21. I think if I beat into shape, I just auto lethal next turn. So yeah, we auto lethal here. Honestly, it's not bad. If I play a 2 energy card, I mean, I might just be able to. I just get out, right? Cool, actually. Cool. Blood Vial, hey, it's healing. I'll take it. Genesis, again, no thank you. Reflect. Gain 17 block. Blocked attack damage is reflected. Yes, snap, click, reflect. Absolutely, that's the card. Incredible draft. We're going to buy a potion. Right? What am I going to purchase here? It's what, another fish oil maybe? It's better than, like... I think I'm going to block more with fish oil than I get out of the block potion here, so we'll take it. Oh, I actually already drafted. I got a dex pot. I didn't have to buy one. Okay. With that in mind, can I just remove a bad card? Can I cut? Is 70's what? 14 turns? If I'm not winning this boss combat in 14 turns, then I've messed something up, right? That's true. So we cut strike. Awesome. Great, right? This is good. I'm over here thinking about buying fish oil when I picked up a dex potion. I even knew that I did it. Okay, cool. I think we have what we need. There's no reason to click gather light here. We're fine. We have enough of everything. We have potions. We're set. I have enough cash for the road. Event. Add decay? Absolutely not. Whenever you exhaust a card, deal 1 damage to a random enemy. What is Soul's Power? This card loses exhaust. You know what I'm thinking? Whistle is pretty dope if I can play it multiple times. And at the end of your turn, if this is in your hand, take 2 damage. Is this ever right? This is basically just Whistle. I get to go hard on Whistle multiple times, but I don't think I want that, right? I think I actually just take Forgotten Soul here. And we accept it. I mean, Whistle is a great card. And especially because Doormaker is a single enemy, it essentially amounts to... It's like Vault. It's basically like Vault in this combat from Slay the Spire 1, the Watcher card, which basically says take another turn. So, but it's a Vault that does 33 damage. Pretty cool. The problem I'm going to have is I don't have the block card that puts a card from my discard on top of the draw pile. If I could access Whistle multiple times in quicker succession, I might go for this. I think we just save and we take the Forgotten Soul. This is a bold choice. I just don't think it's right to do it here. And we sleep, of course. I need as much health as I can possibly get. Great news, potion time. All right, time to see what new Doormaker does, right? This is a terrible... This would be such a good turn for him to do something. All right, well, let's hit the Dex pot here. Let's hit the fish oil here. I'm going to save the star potion for when I have black hole. I do have to click Dying Star, unfortunately, in order to avoid losing it. I'm also going to advance Orbit. I had to spend my stars, unfortunately. Whistle plus. I mean, stunning him here does nothing, so I just hold off. That's a terrible draw order. All right, what does he do? Hunger. Whenever you play an attack or skill, it is exhausted. What do you mean? What a terrible turn. What are you talking about? That's abysmal. This is awful. Who makes this? Why was this your idea? He's like, "Ooh, I'm going to eat your cards." What a terrible. All right, fair enough, I guess. I mean, I have to click my block cards. I guess I just lose them, right? I could play jackpot. That's funny. Here, I'm going to hit him with the jackpot. Cool, I've added a bunch of weird stuff to my hand. I guess I hit him with the convergence here, hold on to my cards, and then hit him with the patter so I don't eat dirt. I will full block here, and we hold on to everything else. Lame. What does he do now? What are you doing? You cannot draw additional cards during your turn. So this is the easy turn then. I need to generate stars. I have created a bunch of zero-cost trash that I cannot play. So we're playing, what, Genesis, 100%? Toric Toughness, 100%? That's a really good card here. I guess I should have played Panache first. Summon Forth is a good play here, I believe. Good. I'll play Defend. This should full block. I have 6 cards in hand. I can play none of them. I guess I can play Cloak of Stars, but why would I? Terrible. Okay, well, I do full block at least. What is this? What are you doing now? Whenever you play a card, lose energy. I mean, that's illegal. I have to play Orbit Plus, right? I have to play Solar Strike. Okay, thank you, Galactic Dust. Very cool. Okay, I think I have to play the Solar Strike here. Fine. I'm blocking 15. This Cloak Clasp is doing some serious work. I think advancing Orbit is still valuable, right? So I think I'm going to hit him with Beat into Shape, and that just is my turn, and we accept this, and we take 5. Fine. I haven't seen my black hole yet. Literally bottom card, or I would have hit the Star Potion. This turn is the worst, right? This turn is the worst. I want to put up block. Okay. So, I'm blocking 23, I take 10. I'll hit him with the Refined Blade, I guess. This card I don't actually want to redraw, but like I would love to hit Glow here. I feel like if I don't play Glow, I'm really messing myself up, yeah? I have Genesis. I can hit the Glow, right? Alright, yeah, I can hit the Glow, and I can hit the Black Hole, and we just hold everything else, and we take an okay amount. I could actually burn the Venerate and be fine with it here. I don't need more stars. I'm actually okay. We hold on to our cards. It's an extra block. Alright, you get plinked out by that turn is the worst one. Now this is the turn where I can't draw additional cards. I can just whistle him though, which is pretty legit. I'm gonna almost certainly do that, I think. This is a weird one. I don't even need the whistle, but I might do it for damage. It's interesting. We have a lot going on. I'm going to hit him with the double blade here, I think. For sure. We're going to go Dying Star because I have to. I'm going to hit him with the Astral Pulse because I can. And I have Black Hole. It's free damage. Good. I can do... Solar Strike is probably correct. I can then hit him with the... The Whistle is not bad here. I could save the Whistle for a better turn. I think I'm actually just super fine on this turn. We'll hit him with the Beat into Shape, right? Then I'm going to hit him with the Sovereign Blade into Summon Forth and hit him with Sovereign Blade again because reasons. Damage numbers. Good. Good turn. Now this turn he does Energy Drain, but I don't hate it. Right? I don't hate Energy Drain. I can draw a truckload here. I actually think this is my decisions. I just rolled into this because of Jackpot, which is hilarious. So, yeah. Okay, draw 5 cards. Choose a skill. Play it 3 times. Reflect Plus. If I play this 3 times, does this actually play it 3 times and it costs nothing? I guess it must, right? Because that means I reflect what? 26 by 3, which is like a truckload of damage. Alternatively, playing Toric Toughness 3 times is crazy amounts. Yeah, okay. Toric Toughness triple time is an absolutely mondo amount of survivability. That's 30 block for 3 turns, which is insanely good. I do think we need to push damage. So Reflect probably does 26 damage here. The bigger question is just how much damage, right? Reflect pushes 26. Good, but I'm already full blocking. I could alternatively do Falling Star, which makes Kingly Punch do a lot. Falling Star, Kingly Punch is, what, like an extra 10-ish? It's 11, I think. So 11 bonus damage. It's 20 bonus damage in total. Whereas I think Reflect Plus actually just does more. I mean, I think it's Reflect Plus. It's hard to say no to that. I guess I could Guiding Star into the Venerate here. I don't hate that, right? Then we Venerate here, which is okay. Generates the energy again, which lets me hold on to my Dying Star, but it does do damage, which is good. Fine. Okay, cool. We hate this. This turn is the bad turn, but remember, I'm blocking 30 here, which is awesome. I actually think this is super my whistle. We just peace out on this turn by hitting him with the whistle plus here. Just send him. Done. Get out. I think I will play Summon Forth, and I will hold here. We chill. Oh, interesting. It doesn't advance his turn. I guess it's curious. So that means his intent is wrong, right? Because it should say like plus up symbol if if his action is what advances. So that is actually that's like incorrect what's happening there. I think we just press Reflect Plus and click nothing else, right? I actually think we're getting to the point where I think I just click cards, right? I will play the Kingly Punch, and then I will play the Beat into Shape here. And then I will Solar Strike. We're at a point where I have Lethal very close to it anyway, so... Like, yeah, here I just press Sovereign Blade and we're outies. Alright. Interestingly, I didn't need the Star Potion, so... He was tricky. I think you really need to be looking for... If I hadn't bought Galactic Dust, I think this run loses, actually. So, very interesting. Anyway, we Sovereign Blade him to death. We win, which is good. So, we're out on that. I don't like that fight. I have opinions about it. Sure. Let's dance. Alright, we're fighting. Great. And then he gets zapped. Zap. Oh no, I died. What do I do? Terrible. Okay, but that's okay. We win. Question mark. Good stuff. Okay. Alright, unlock things, see what we hit. They changed this a little bit, huh? Alright, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Something happens. Lore. Alchemize. They made it a skill. Interesting. I guess that could make some sense. Nostalgia. The first attack or skill you play each turn is placed on top of your draw pile. Kind of like Mayhem, but different. Scrawl. Rip. There's the Watcher card. That's how we know Watcher's not coming back. What else did I unlock? Friends. Whatever. Great. Cool. Be Gone. Choose a card in your hand to transform into Minion Strike. Interesting. Interesting. That doesn't look very good, but I guess it kind of clears things out. Arsenal. Whenever you create a card, gain 1 strength. That seems decent, actually, right? Seems pretty good in that archetype. Supermassive. Deal 5 damage, deal 3 additional damage for each card you created this combat. Okay, fair enough. I can see that kind of strategy being relevant with those additions. We back out. I'm going to go to the compendium, run history. We pull this up. Okay, so I think we did a good job. I think we did a great job. I'm actually very pleased with how this played out. The Torque toughness ended up being pretty hype. I'm glad we had it. Orbit remains excellent. This is just a card I very rarely skip. It is so powerful. This is stronger than most energy relics. In fact, the only downside I find is that you have to play it, right? That is the only downside, is you play it instead of it being available on turn 1. I will tell you straight up that Seal of Gold is great. This is an excellent use of your money. You know, you'd love to spend money on all sorts of other things. There's definitely power spent here, but if basically you amount to like what? I don't buy one card in the run or something, and now I'm able to have 4th energy. Honestly, great. I think Seal of Gold is one of those ones I would pretty happily take almost any time. It's very rare that I would consider this too expensive. It's like ectoplasm, but a bazillion times better because you can still buy stuff and you can still earn money, right? I'm still spending things. I was buying removals because I would earn money, and yet I would still get the 4th energy. It's just ectoplasm, but better. Cloak Clasp, I think, is one of the most important relics here. This thing saved my life on Doormaker, right? Absolutely huge. But really, I think if I didn't buy Galactic Dust, I lose this run. This is just one of those moments where, yeah, this was huge. The most interesting thing to me here, though, is actually that this is essentially just a stars build. I'm just generating stars and playing stars. And it works out really well, though, because the cards that play stars are very hyper efficient, right? Guiding Star Plus. This is 1 energy for 13, draw 3. Crazy good, right? Manifest Authority Plus actually did excellent too. I'm over here just basically asking myself I need to block better, and cards like Manifest Authority Plus did it. It's also the same reason I took Patter Plus, right? I don't actually think this Vigor was useful at all, but it does. This card says 1 energy, 11 block, and that's better than Defend by like double. So, more than double, in fact. So, I took it. Dying Star is... I didn't even upgrade this card. This is the best. This saved my run. This card saved my run on multiple combats. I immediately think back to the Hive Knight, where he's just doing, what, 28 damage to me, and I just completely negate his entire turn. Incredible. Huge block. This also did the same thing on Owl Magistrate, where I was taking, again, 24, and it just full blocked the entire turn. Fantastic. This card is, like, the Dying Star is the play. This card, I'm, like, hard to skip. This affects all enemies. Just the Knight's combat. This negated so much damage on that combat. And it also does damage. And it only costs 3 stars. I actually think this card probably could be nerfed, but I would be very sad if it got nerfed. The card doesn't need to... It's so hyper efficient. And I feel like those are the cards that Mega Crit targets the most. But we'll see. This card is, I think, very important to this character. This is almost a never skip, in my opinion. It's like... It's what? Like Piercing Whale, but better in every possible way, I think. You spend a little stars, you get AoE damage and more damage reduction. Just huge. Anyway, I'm talking enough about that. Solar Strike Plus, glad I grabbed this when we got it. I did need the star generation. It's like... What am I trying to say? It's kind of like, it's one of those perspective picks. It's like if you're familiar with Monster Train 2, right? You should always, when you're playing Melting, draft a card that extends Burnout. The reason is, you never know when that becomes your run, and it's very important that you took this thing that enables you. Solar Strike Plus and cards that generate stars are like that. You should always try to be like, let me get some stuff that draws that like actually generates stars here, right? The interesting thing, and what really stands out to me about this run that I want to mention, Glow is a card that I was a little lukewarm about at the beginning because if you don't have the payouts for this, it's kind of just like replace itself, right? Not very good, in my opinion. But once you have orbit and once you have star generation and star usage, glow becomes very good. I think this is a good card, is the way I would say it. I feel strongly that this is a good card, but this is not a card you take early, right? This is not a card I'm going to grab on floor 5 or something. This is the card I'm going to grab on floor 15 when I'm already knowing that I'm spending stars. Even if it doesn't have the upgrade, like, I still think I grab this, right? So, good to know. Good to think about. Summon Fourth ended up being huge. I liked that a lot. The multi-play on my sword. The sword ended up being an important part of this run, even if I only have, 3 cards that say anything about it. I have Refined Blade. I have... Where is it? Summon Fourth Plus. And then I also have... Where is the last one? One of these cards also says it. I can't believe I can't find it in this moment. No, it's not Manifest Authority. What card? Where is it? Where's my sword? Beat into shape. There it is. This is a good one. This was basically amounting to, 1 energy for Forge 20 on most of my turns, which is pretty awesome. This makes sense based on the hands that I was having with the Orbit Plus and the big draws and the big turns. This was getting a lot of value. I could see cases where this is not good, though. But I had a very hyper-efficient sword line with those 3 cards that resulted in just it doing like 80 plus damage when needed. So, good stuff. I don't have much else to comment on here. I think it was a very good run. I'm happy to have played it. I think it did well. I'm very interested. The whistle interaction on Doormaker, the intent is wrong. The intent needs to say the up symbol. It needs the up symbol to communicate that the card, that the turn is what advances his timer. I was expecting him to switch phases even though he was stunned because it just said he was doing damage. I think that needs to be fixed. That is for sure a bug in my opinion. It's miscommunicating the effect. So anyway, not much else to say. I'll leave it there. So incredible, we advance. We win with Regent, even though it was spicy and on a new patch. But hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.